Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is BobLyn and welcome back to another gameplay commentary. This is going to be another one of those personal records because this is my personal record in Yoshino. 132k damage, full player game, and on a map that I typically don't play, that I don't do very well in on this ship. Here's my setup. For the elite bonus, we have elite gun operator, and obviously you take that because this is a DPM boat, not a tank boat, trust me. For the camouflage, I have the historical one since it's obviously best. You get surface detection, max reverse speed, torpedo range, and main battery firing range, which is what you really want. Now, Oni doesn't really give anything good except torpedo reduction and firing range, so don't use Oni. It's not worth the money. If you like the cosmetics, sure. I use the supplies here, like this, and here is my new build, reload mod instead of dispersion. Oh yeah, we've given it the reload treatment because, yo, this thing is nuts when it gets almost a second shaved off his reload, almost. So you get this crazy range, 12% fire chance, and these railguns of HE, Japanese firepower. Here's my commander setup. It's pretty standard. This is a normal commander. I did not put a legendary in here. I used to have Isoroku Yamamoto even with APCS, but I actually found that I do believe this is an HE ship and you shouldn't be meddling too much with AP. Now, APCS Plus will definitely help, but I think IFHE is going to suit you better. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, and this is a perfect matchup for the Yoshino. We got 2 German battleships and a ton of cruisers and some DDs. Now, Yoshino is exceptionally good at killing DDs, actually. I found this thing just murders them. You don't really care about overpenning because you mostly fire HE with this bad boy, and that means you do like 1,000 damage per hit on a DD. So when I play Yoshino, I'm actually hunting DDs, and I encourage everybody else playing the Asuma or the Yoshino to do it. You have a rapid reload and a precise aiming. So here I think we get recognized, and it's a humbling experience every time, and Guys, I appreciate your support and all your, every time you ping me in game or shoot me in the beginning of a match, I feel so blessed. So thank you so much. Anyways, Yoshino on this map is kind of hard because it's very open, and to see anybody, you kind of really need to get very close. And seeing as I am one of the only tanky ships on this team, there's only a Montana on my team, I will be focused quite a lot probably. So the first target up is a Baltimore, and you can just see that was without precise aiming that you don't actually need the dispersion mod in Yoshino, because this is with reload mod, as you saw in the beginning of my video here. We talked about the build. This is something I tried, and I think this is just the way to go, honestly, with Yoshino, because the guns, they turn pretty fast. They're not the worst turning. The guns, they are very accurate. They're freaking laser beams. I mean, that's what Yoshino is known for, is having some of the most accurate guns, at least in my opinion. I know it's not more accurate than Stalingrad, but I don't know. I prefer this over Stalingrad in many ways, but that's personal preference. I'm not talking meta here. So they're pushing up behind C here. We both got a Baltimore, Donskoy, and there's a GK and a Schlieffen. So this is just a perfect farming spot for me. And whilst they're not really shooting at me, I'm just going to keep hammering down on these 2 cruisers here. Right now my job is to try to get a fire on the Donskoy. We didn't quite get one on the Baltimore, so even though he damage con, so I'm going to try this guy instead. And I think I'm pretty sure we get a parting fire here. So yeah, you see almost 1,000 per hit and a parting fire. That guy is not having fun. I'm swapping over to the GK here since I want to get some fires, but then I notice on my right side, it's not only a Minotaur, there's also gearing and a set 52. So currently I'm in a very, very bad spot. But remember, Yoshino has sonar, rapid reload, and precise aiming, so that actually quite helps you in these situations. I whiffed my torps because I wasn't quite sure what the Minotaur would do, but I am actually going to run away from him. Now, my team were quite infuriated with me because I didn't shoot the DD in the smoke right there, but I saw him shoot torpedoes, or at least the Minotaur did, and I'm very far away from this DD now. So for me, I'm trying to save my own skin here because I'm not a BB, I'm a Yoshino. I do not, fight DDs close range because look how big Yoshino is. It's not fun. You have one, factor that plays into a DD knife fight is that's your torpedoes, but they are very hard to use because the angles you gotta give or you gotta show yourself full broadside. So this guy, of course, lags, and look at this. I mean, I hate this. It's every time you shoot, that's when they move. And I don't know if that's a hack, but I'm gonna say it's not. But it just seems too convenient, right? That every time you shoot, that's when they do it. So now the Minotaur, the Z52 and the Schlieffen are all really, staying close to A here. And it seems like this guy is sitting still now, so I get some hits on him. I think it was probably just a weird lag, but we've all seen it, and it's just super annoying. So my torpedo kind of looks like it's gonna hit that Z52, so I ignore him, and my team, they really wanted me to take him out, but I was just kind of like, can't you do it yourself? Why do I have to do it? There's also other cruiser players on my team, and in a situation like this where you have a Stalingrad and a Neptune, I don't think the Yoshino is the one who has to take care of the DDs. Priority number one, at least. But now it's not really looking too good. They have 2 caps, our DDs. Our gearing is probably going to go down, as well as our Neptune. And there's a Schlieffen, a GK, and a Minotaur all pushing in. It's just me and the Stalingrad now. I'm here, me and Piri Race. I hope that's how you pronounce your name. Piri Rice? I don't know. From Sour. Anyways, we're kind of forced here in the back of the map. We also have a DD behind them, and he's actually going to be pretty clutch here, this guy. Because he's going to, take out, for example, the Grosser Curvers there. So we only have to focus on Schlieffen. Now, people say, oh, use your AP. Yeah, man, I'm not about that. I'm a Yoshino HE, man. The Yoshino AP is great, right? It can, if you're sitting full broadside with a Minotaur that's full broadside to you, right? And he's sitting still in the smoke, you know where he is. Sure, AP is great. You will get citadels. But when you have IFHE, this is just a normal commander, as you saw. HE is the way to go. Like, you can do so much damage with it, and you set so many fires. We saw he damage con the flood, so I'm just gonna set some fires on this guy. That's my plan, and here you go. That's a triple fire plus what, 9k damage approximately. So it's not bad, as you can see, and I encourage you to stick with the HE most of the time, especially because it's best for the DDs. So the game's coming to an end, but we are still taking damage. I mean, it's looking very close, and I was pretty sure we had lost this. But I'm trying to say to my Stalingrad, please shoot the Schlieffen. Like, let's just take out the target that we can take out, because we've all seen that when you think they're dead, and then they start healing. And if it's a BB, he can actually gain quite a lot of HP. But look at that, my Stalingrad goes down. But luckily I get the Schlieffen. If that hadn't happened, I would have been pretty doomed here, because now the Schlieffen could focus me while I had to take care of this gearing. So always, guys, focus the targets is, easiest to kill. I don't know why he would shoot at this gearing at this point, but anyways, it's just this guy left, and this is what I mean. Yoshino does have amazing torpedoes, but in a situation like that, you'll always die as well. So what do I rate the Yoshino? I think Yoshino, for me, is a solid 9 out of 10 because I really like the playstyle. But if we talk about the meta, I would say Yoshino probably is a 6 out of 10. It has a hard time in this meta. And CVs, Vermonts, and stuff like that ruins this thing. But wait, let me be nice to Yoshino here. Let me say 7 out of 10. I don't think 6 out of 10 is pretty fair, but yeah, it can be rough. It can be rough. So that is it for this video. I hope that those of you who have Yoshino is going to go out and try the reload mod, because honestly, man, I'm going to keep this. It's really good. It really helps the Yoshino become just that tiny bit more dangerous. But anyways, my name's been BobLyn, and I'm going to go to work for the first time in, 3 months? So I'm super excited. I'm out.